And we are back with more Gilbert Goodmountain. Hello, hello.
Yes.
Welcome, one
Hi,
and
Elton.
Come in, Gilbert.
all. Yes. Quite. You get to piddle around.
I'm going to travel back in time to stop the mushroom thief.
Giblets! Don't touch that time machine!
But I have to save my grandfather.
You can't. Space-time can be warped, but it can't be folded. You can't travel less than 10 years into the past. Space-time just doesn't bend that easily. And you have to travel at least 10 years into the future, too.
Well, that thing's useless.
So, you said you needed some help with your compass?
No, I haven't said anything, actually.
You didn't? How strange. I could have sworn you said you needed help with your compass. Are you sure your compass isn't broken?
I don't even have a compass.
Graham, how can I fix your compass if you don't have one?
I'm not Graham.
Yes, of course. Well, Guybrush,
Yeah,
you
said
really should have a compass.
Anyway, King Graham makes crappy compasses.
Are you sure I
anyway.
can't just travel back to early this morning?
I know
Positive.
it worked, but
What good would that do? Grandfather needs my help now,
Worked in
not
game.
10 years ago. Or 10 years from now.
Don't touch that! One wrong move could permanently alter our space-time continuum, leaving us all stranded in extratemporal space, forever removed from the present time,
bad.
and torn to shreds by the uncontrolled passage through the resulting wormhole.
So you're saying I shouldn't touch the controls?
Just keep your hands off that panel.
yeah, no.
Don't touch those controls!
But I
What good
want.
would that do? Grandfather needs... I don't think that would be a very good idea. Hi, robot. I think he likes me. No way. It's all gooey and gross and covered with slime.
Like that's ever stopped an adventure game hero before. Seriously.
Elton sure has a lot of ideas. What would I do with mysterious plans?
What would you do with half the stuff you pick
I wouldn't
up?
know what to do
always
with it.
seems to have a need. Seriously. I'm sick of these guys being the arbiter of what
Yes,
useless crap
Albert?
they'll pick
It's
up. and-
Gilbert. My name is Gilbert.
Of course it is.
It's just strange.
How did you ever become an inventor?
I started taking things apart at a very early age, but I've never had a very good memory, and I'd always forget how to put them back together. It was just easier to turn the pieces into something else. I'm a very curious person, Gilbert.
You're telling me. What made you decide to build a time machine?
I've always been fascinated with the idea of traveling through time. One night I had a dream about an ant crawling on the back of a turtle.
Interesting. So the dream gave you some kind of insight into the mechanics of time travel?
No. That dream had nothing to do with time travel. I just like talking about it. You should have seen the little ant crawling all the way up on the back of the turtle, all the while chanting, "Up the turtle, up the turtle, up the turtle, up the turtle." I get kind of emotional just thinking about it.
What does any of this have to do with time travel?
And when the little ant reached the top, he stood up tall and proud and shouted, "No more lime jello!" And that's when I woke up.
Right. So, why did you build a time machine?
Why? To travel through time, of course.
Have you done any time traveling yet?
Oh, sure. Although not as much as I would like. It takes a lot of energy to travel through time. Well, not as much if you just want to go back 15 years or so. But the further away from the present you travel, the more energy it takes.
How far back have you gone?
Way back to the time of the dinosaurs. They're remarkably beautiful creatures. Not at all like you would think from the skeletons in the museum.
Dinosaurs? Weren't you scared?
Not at all. You see, time won't let you exist before you were born. So if you go that far back in time, you have to do it in observer mode. Then all you can do is look around. You can't touch anything, and nothing else even knows that you're there. It's kind of like being a ghost.
What about the future?
The same thing happens if you travel past the end of your life. Things get pretty fuzzy as your probability of existence goes down.
I'm beginning to think talking to you is utterly useless.
Why did you build a robot?
Seriously.
I'm not strong enough to move these boxes of parts on my own, and it gets a little lonely in here sometimes.
How does
You
your
are one
robot
of the
work?
dumbest
It runs on
geniuses
compressed
ever.
air. The robot has a high-capacity air tank, which I fill with compressed air every other day. The robot feeds jets of compressed air through a series of turbines to convert the air pressure into torque. The turbines turn that belt on its back, and the belt carries the torque to the robot's transmission, where it is used to move the arms and legs and make the robot work.
It's actually kind of neat, but hey.
What if your robot malfunctions and turns upon its creator?
Oh, I don't think that will happen. But I've added a self-destruct mechanism just in case.
Good to know.
Do you believe there's life on other planets?
There has to be. With all the planets in the universe, it's rather absurd to think that there would only be one planet capable of sustaining life.
That's a good argument. I like that argument.
Where
but
do
it
you get
still
all the
doesn't
parts for your
convince me.
inventions?
From Johnson & Smith's Inventor's Parts Catalogue. They ship right to my front door.
Where else have you gone in the past?
I haven't done much time traveling yet. There's just so much in the present time that needs to be done. And it takes quite a while to store enough energy to make the really long trips. I did go back to the first Mushroom Festival, though. Marvin was a lot smaller in real life than they show him in the picture books.
So how far into the future have you gone?
Pretty far. I saw all sorts of strange inventions, most of them completely incomprehensible. But I managed to learn a thing or two. There's a really bright man by the name of... what was it? Gilbert Feinstein. Gilbert Einstein, or was it Albert Smith? Well, anyway, he comes up with all sorts of interesting mathematical formulas that help people understand their relatives. People will call him the smartest man that ever lived for a long, long time, and he didn't even invent stuff. But then the little green men will come, and everyone will learn the real truth about their relatives.
So there really are little green men? I mean, the stories about them are true?
Yes. Although in the future they all dress up in funny grey suits with big dark eyes. They look pretty ridiculous, actually. People don't get to see their green skin again until after the little green men have taken over the world.
Do we ever get it back?
No. Although eventually a new breed of chickens rises up and reclaims the earth for all, foul kind. Of course, that's only one possible future. No one knows what's really going to happen.
Why can't I use the time machine?
It's still very experimental. In fact, it's quite unstable sometimes. It's much too dangerous for me to let anyone else use it.
Please?
Sorry, Nicholas, I can't let you use it.
I'm not Nicholas. My name is Gilbert.
Okay, but you still can't use the time machine.
Can you demonstrate the time machine for me?
Sorry, Francis, I'm much too busy right now.
Very likely. full
You
of
and your
baloney.
time machine are full of baloney.
No, we're not.
Well, everyone knows you can't travel through time.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because of science. And wibbly wobbly.
Because of the polar inverting conductive resonance exclusion principle.
Yeah, that.
You have a point there. The polar inverting conductive resonance exclusion principle would seem to indicate the impossibility of time travel. But not when you take into account the inverse antiprime maxifier limitation.
Well, what about the after effects of the filial force? Or the clumping protogluic serendipity algorithm? In light of those scientific truths, I refuse to believe that your time machine works.
But it does. Oh, all right. I'll demonstrate it for you. I've been meaning to go back to see the baptism of Princess Michelle. I've always wondered what caused the flood. Okay.
Someone just really had to go.
Oops. I dimmed the lights.
You have initiated the self-destruct
What?
sequence. You have 10 seconds to escape the blast radius. 9,
See you later, Elton.
8.
Goodbye.
7,
I don't seem to be able to leave.
5, 4,
Let's just hope it's like the self-destruct
3.
on Red Dwarf.
2.
Robot, move these boxes out of the way. Oh no, the drive belt broke. I'll have to order a replacement. I'm sorry, Gerald, but I can't demonstrate the time machine without the robot to move those heavy boxes out of the way.
How convenient for you. That's just great.
How do you manage to survive all the explosions?
Part of being an inventor is knowing how to take the proper precautions. Everything must be done with safety in mind.
So what kind of safety precautions do you take?
I tie my shoelaces, cross my fingers, and hang on to something heavy.
I hope you get behind
Where do you get all your
something.
ideas?
From JimBob.
JimBob? You steal your ideas from someone named JimBob?
No! JimBob is the name I gave to my subconscious.
You named your subconscious?
Yes. Why not?
There are
Doesn't
lots
it
of
feel like
reasons
you
why
have another
not.
part of you swimming around inside your head? Working on things while your conscious mind is off doing something else? Well, I named mine JimBob.
Why JimBob?
An inventor is always communicating on some level with his subconscious. But subconscious is a pretty silly name to be calling the other part of yourself all day long. So I asked my subconscious what it wanted to be called, and it seemed to tell me it wanted to be called JimBob.
I'll see you later.
Bye,
could
Jean-Pierre.
argue with that, but I
Jean-Pierre?
don't
That's
wanna.
right, Stephen. You just hang in there.
He has to be doing it on purpose. You can't screw up the name and get it wrong every single time with a different name every single time. Seriously. And why doesn't the blacksmith recognize the blind man's dog? This is a tiny town.
I don't have time to clean that.
I've got them a napkin with a ship on it.
Pete! What? Vikings!
Vikings! Gilbert, they're everywhere I look. Look at all those Viking ships. I can almost reach out and touch them. This must be the big invasion. Didn't I tell you? I told you, Gilbert. I told all of you. What a sight. I'm going to sink the whole Viking war fleet. You'll need more than a fleet of Viking warships to take this town. Hope you brought your swimming trunks, you filthy, dirty, stinking marauders. Filthy, dirty, stinking. Say hello to all the little fishies.
Why does he have black mustache and eyebrows?
That's some
and blonde
heavy
hair?
cannon fire. What do you think, Papa Victor Alpha Leader? No, he hasn't reported in yet. Oh my. This must be the invasion. We've got to get up there. Long live the PVA!
Yes.
Look at them, they just keep coming. Too bad for you, Vikings. I'll bounce a cannonball off of every furry chest.
Racist much?
Hear that kaboom? Hear that kabow? You're gonna be sorry you ever learned to sail. Don't let them get too close. We'll blow them away. Eat balsa wood, you with your pullers. Feel my rage and tremble. Don't stop firing. No, they're going to taste the bottom of the sea. Pucker up, Norseman, and kiss my big fat cannonballs. PVA, attack!
I think I better go now.
Come on, you boozy sea rovers. Is that all you got? You'll never take this coast as long as I live.
You're an idiot. You're both idiots, but you know what? Since you're distracted idiots, I'm gonna go take me a drive belt, because I need it more than you do. Because you're just
It sure
using
feels
it to
strong.
make shoes. Whereas I am going to use it to repair a robot
I don't have anything that needs
and
to be
travel
sewn.
through time. Way more important.
Yes?
Hi, Elton.
Yeah.
Come in, Gilbert.
Excusez-moi. Scusi. Scusi.
Well, hi there. Robot, move these boxes out of the way.
That was really creepy.
I guess I should have been more specific.
Now you can demonstrate the time machine.
Oh, yes. Well, it's really quite simple. These switches control the date and time, which shows up on these chronological readouts here. Once you have the date input, you press this button to start the steam turbine generators, and this one over here to balance the gluon stream. Then it's just a matter of pressing this button over here to start the temporal distortion.
Oh yeah, really
Then
quite
what?
simple.
Then you step into the transportation booth to be scanned and uploaded into the time distortion.
What's it like?
It's pretty hard to describe. Kind of like that time I ate those funny mushrooms. You feel a bit woozy when you first get where you're going. Or should I say, when you're going. But it passes quickly enough.
How do you get back?
Oh, well, you simply step back through the time portal. Unfortunately, the time portal can't stay open very long, so it's best not to dilly-dally. I prefer not to get too far away from the portal either, if you know what I mean. Well, here goes. I've set the controls to take me back to Princess Michelle's baptism. Maybe I can find out what caused the flood. This should only take a minute. Before you know it, I'll be...
Wow. Uh-oh.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Somehow, I don't think Elton's coming
Well,
back.
no more, Elton. Time to take over the shop, become an inventor, and screw the mushroom.
Yep. It's a broken
Screwing
spring,
the mushroom
all right.
really sounds wrong, especially how
Maybe Vanderstein could fix it.
shaped. Yeah, no, not good. Anyway, I'm going to see about getting another spring made, and then I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I have. Please like, comment, or subscribe, or you know what? You don't have to. I'm not the boss of you.
Well, what have we here?
It's a broken spring.
Yes, very broken.
Can you fix it?
Sorry, lad. Only a certified clockmaker can fix such a tiny spring. Unfortunately, there aren't any certified clockmakers in Phungoria. I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Can't you try? I really need it fixed.
Well, I don't know.
Please?
Okay. I'm afraid that didn't go so well.
Gee, thanks.
I'm sorry, lad. But I just don't have the proper tools. You might be able to find an old clock with a spring like that. Just don't go taking apart anyone's clocks without asking.
Yeah. Thanks for trying, Vanderstein.
Take care, lad.
Man, this guy's not overprotective exactly, but very dad-like. Seriously. I mean, Vanderstein is like... I do not have the words. I am brain-tired and fuzzy. But he is very much fatherly towards...
They're filled
Gilbert.
with tea from the Phungoria Tea Company. Cinnamon grapefruit licorice zinger. Yuck.
Ew.
I'll find out who lives here from the address on an envelope.
There's
It's empty.
coconuts in the water.
All I can see are a bed and some bookshelves.
Yay, oh, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Wait, cannonballs? Cannonballs shouldn't float.
2 of Pete's balsa wood cannonballs.
They're balsa wood? What the
I
hell
don't know.
good is...
This isn't exactly a place for a normal person to live. It could be dangerous. Yeah, what the heck.
Seriously, what the hell good are balsa wood cannonballs? You're an idiot. Game. Also, I realized I said I was going to shut down, and now I'm
It's a
looking
heavy
around
gold-plated
more
lock.
and more. Oh well.
It's a box filled with tea strainers. It says they're made of pure gold.
Might as well see what's what.
It's a box filled with green tea. It says on the box that green tea has a delicate, clean taste, a subtle aroma, and a beautiful pale green color. Sounds nice.
Green tea is not usually
It's a box
pale
with all
green,
sorts of herbal
right?
tea. With
Dark.
chamomile flowers, spearmint leaves, orange peel. tilia flowers, cinnamon, lemongrass, fennel seed, passion flower leaves, orange blossoms, clove, rosebuds, rose hips, cranberry, and roasted chicory root. Sure smells nice.
Everything but tea.
It's a box filled with all kinds of flavored tea. Strawberry, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, vanilla, tropical fruits, gooseberry, blackcurrant, saskatoon, rowanberry, crowberry, red whortleberry, fruits of the forest, and fartberry. Fartberry? What kind of berry is that?
I don't want to know.
It's a little teapot, short and stout.
So much stuff.
A pile of dirty teacups. There must be more than 20 teacups there. It's one of Vandersteen's VIP cards.
I say, my good fellow, do leave that where it is. We can't have you off with my VIP card now, can we?
I'm not going to talk to this guy. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Like I said earlier, I already did my goodbyes. So take care.